Alaikum. Today, as a HSE movement, we would like to present about Medivac drills at drilling rigs and required steps for requesting for medical evacuation by helicopters. First, we would like to inform you that KOC Corporate Emergency Response Plan KOC GE26 has been revised recently by KOC Organization Resilience Team and approved by KOC HSE Management Committee. The revised procedure specifically emphasizes on training drills and exercises as part of educating all concerned about their roles and responsibilities. One of the important drills considered in the ERP is medical evacuation through helicopters. In addition to two KOC helicopters, KOC has arrangements with the Kuwait Air Force, Ministry of Interior, Ministry of Health, and Kuwait National Guard helicopters as well. It is the responsibility of 160 to mobilize the nearest helicopter depending on the location of injured person. As part of medical drills program, Organization Resilience Team will be conducting planned as well as unplanned drills. There will be 7 drills conducted during the year 21-22 at drilling rigs. We just want to highlight the 3-step process in requesting for the medical evacuation through helicopter. Step 1 is please call 160 like any other emergency and explain the situation of injured person with details of rigs, location, mobile number, contract number, and company ID. As a step 2, ECC operator of 160 will dispatch the ambulance service from nearest location and decide on the requirement of medical evacuation through helicopter depending on your location, need, type of emergency, etc. An ECC operator will advise you further to mobilize the injured person to the nearest helipad if medical evacuation is required. As a step 3, which is very important step, you need to be constantly in touch with the ECC 160 operator and mobilize the injured person in rig emergency vehicle along with the rig medic to the nearest helipad location. And recently we have conducted a similar Medivac drill at BHDC 40 in West Kuwait. As you see on the first photo, there is an injured person at the pipe rack. Of course, this is a dummy. And as a step 1, which I explained earlier, the rig medic will be provided the first aid to the injured person. As soon as you inform to 160, there will be a close coordination with the 160, and he will advise you to shift the injured person to the nearest helipad location only if medical emergency is there. So that's one of the important steps you need to focus. As soon as you shift to the nearest helipad location, in the case of BHDC 40, they shifted to the West Kuwait clinic. Prior to the medical evacuation, the paramedics at the clinic will stabilize the injured person before they evacuate through the helicopter. Then the helicopter will be evacuating the injured person to the designated hospital. Very important, to the designated hospital. So there is a good coordination is required between all the rig emergency vehicle as well as the clinics and the helicopter operators. So this is what we wanted to highlight today. Again, just remember the 3-step process. Step 1 is you'll be calling the 160 like any other emergency, and step 2 is the ECC operator of 160 will advise you whether helicopter is required or not. Step 3 is you need to be constantly in touch with the ECC operator and mobilize the injured person in rig emergency vehicle along with the rig medic to the nearest helipad location. We just wanted to highlight in this HSE moment the process, and one important thing is that close collaboration between the rig emergency vehicle and clinic as well as the 160 operator and helicopter operator is required to make this successful successful evacuation of the injured persons. Again, safety begins with the teamwork and with best wishes from the HSE E&D team. Thank you very much.